In today's episode of Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Mind? This is an internal call.
I played a few characters that might have a potential queer through line.
Oh my
I had
God.
many queer.
Get the best of what's queer when you sign up here. Oh yes, How to Kill Your Film, ladies and gentlemen. If your name is the unfortunately called person Millie Alcock or Alcock, or do you know what? I better not pursue that punchline any further before I get removed from YouTube, which some people say should have happened 6 years ago. But here I am talking about this clip that's gone absolutely viral from the Supergirl actress herself, the Supergirl actress who is so uninterested in playing a super larger than life heroine that if you look at the poster, she just looks. Why do you even want to go and watch this film if it's called Supergirl and there's nothing super about the poster? Wearing an overcoat over your actual uniform that people should be all gawping at, but guess what? They're not going to be doing that because they've done so much already in this film to restrict the eye candy factor of what makes Supergirl so interesting as Kara Zor-El. But if you end up liking this video today, folks, I really do appreciate all the newbies who have found my channel either through Critical Drinker or just by the recommendations from YouTube itself. You know what to do already, folks, and let's get into this very hilarious article because really, at this moment in time, Supergirl is going to be an absolute failure and dud at the box office.
YouTube's newest hero is here to save the day. His name, Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Now already, ladies and gentlemen, I am disappointed with the name of this website. It's called them.us. Why not they them? That would have been absolutely hysterical, but never mind. Millie Alcock says Supergirl doesn't live inside the binary of gender expectations. What is this woman talking about? Now, of course, you could actually argue as well that these type of place points in the actual promotion of your movie is on purpose from Warner Brothers. I mean, what month are we in, folks? June. What is it normally known for? Being Pride Month. And of course, Supergirl is a gay, pride, proud icon. No, she's not. She's a super heroine. But let's get on with this, folks, because I found this quite funny. The star, well, is she a star? I wouldn't call Millie Alcock a star unless she was on the front cover of an adult video in my local Blockbuster down the road. Well, when Blockbuster used to exist as such a place. The star says she's honored by queer readings of Kara Zor-El by Matthew Rodriguez. And look, she looks oh, she looks pretty good there. Now hang on a second. Millie talked about she owns her body, but quite clearly at this premiere she's flaunting it. So this woman can't make up her mind. I think she's fighting against her own image, perhaps. That's maybe what it is. But anyway, folks, Supergirl has many powers, and one of them is define the binary. I know where they're going with this article because they're implying that if you're a space alien, if they actually exist, then of course binary definition has no definition, or it can have a definition if you play Mass Effect. So again, I know what they're trying to do here, but really it doesn't work in the grand scheme of things. Now, while speaking to journalist and content creator Ana Paula Barbosa, no relation to the pirate, for her Narrativa Feminina platform, Supergirl star Millie Alcock affirmed that she's up and away, and that she's a very good reason why many queer fans are themselves in Kara Zor-El. Now hang on a second. When you say they are in Kara Zor-El, do you mean they're in, or are they out, or are they going to do the hokey cokey and shake it all about?
I can bludgeon pretty hard.
This is so hilarious. Oh, I think because she doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be, Alcock said, then that's what makes her so special and so exciting and so new. Because God forbid you had Sasha Kelly as the new Supergirl Latina in the Flash movie from 2023. I really, really like her. And you know what? If you don't actually want to own the movie with not one but two Ezra Millers, you can just look at the cutscenes on YouTube and they are fantastic. But let's have a look at Narrativa Femenina, the original audio. I mean, give her some credit. I mean, she's the one that dropped this, so I think it's absolutely worth the watch. So let's see what goes down, man. Oh,
fans have embraced Supergirl as a queer icon. What do you think is about Kara that inspires that kind of connection?
Oh, my little girl smiling.
I think I've played a few characters that might have a potential queer through line.
Oh my
I have many
God.
queer friends. So honestly, I'm kind of honored. I'm honored that that's happening. But I think because she doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be, that is what makes her so special and so exciting and so new. And yeah, I kind of thought that as well. I was like, she'd do what she'd want to do in that regard anyway. But yeah, thank you. Over the
Right, one thing I want to say about
years,
this.
many fans have
Oh my
embraced...
God. Right, now one thing I'm going to say about Millie's response. It seems like she's searching for what to say in the situation. She's probably had some media training from the insiders at Warner Bros. Because if you look at her reactions, she's kind of searching for the answer as you do. Searching, looking for love like Hazel Dean did back in the 80s. So I'm not quite sure why she would come out with this. She's very confident. She's actually giggling with the answer. I mean, again, what she said here, it's not entirely awful. I think it's really, really funny because the marketing for Supergirl has been very lackluster. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing about it to me as a content creator that likes pop culture to death that I would want to go and see this movie. I mean, to be honest, the way that James Gunn has approached this, if he did this like 13 years ago when James Gunn was James Gunn, you could kind of view it as an indie fan project starring somebody looking like Kara Zor-El. But with all that money that James Gunn and Peter Safran have at Warner Brothers, they're just going out of their way to rewrite what's been done before and to give the fans a big...
That is one big pile of shit.
Again, have a look at that. You got the queer icon right there. Can I try to read this? Can I just give you a Spanish rendition of this? I'm going to kill it. So for you Spanish viewers who've found this channel, I am sorry that I'm about to destroy your native tongue. A longo de noos moetas fas abracam a Supergirl como homo icone LGBT que voce acá que a cara o que inspira este tipo de conación. Yeah, that's why I never took Spanish classes, because I'll be harassing the Spanish teacher there.
Supergirl as a queer icon. What do you think is about Kara that inspires that kind of connection? I think I've played a few characters that...
And that's actually quite funny. What's quite funny about that, she's more at ease answering these type of questions than if she were asked about Kara Zor-El / Supergirl, because she's like, I'm a bit nervous. I'm going to be under the scrutiny of the fans, which she already is, by the way.
Becoming Supergirl, fans are pumped. What are you excited to share with the fans about you being on the big screen as this character?
I just hope they like her. I don't know. I think that like it's really exciting, and we haven't really had a...
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
But here, she's just going with the flow, man. And I find it just very funny. I mean, is it damage control for the film? Yes and no. And I do realize that's my profile picture down there. And I don't use Instagram that much because my original account was actually hacked by some wanker a couple of years ago. Or actually, it was last year, but whatever. But I do look smart down there, don't I? See, when I used to wear suits. But... yeah, will this do damage control to the movie? No, it's just a very funny anecdote that goes along with, but it's going to be roped into the marketing of the movie now, isn't it? And again, it's kind of like a deliberate posturing from this Navatita Pramavita woman who's a content creator and wanted to get it out there. And of course, she's the kind of content creator that people like Millie Alcock will gladly embrace and say, yeah, of course, bro. I mean, because it beats answering and being asked the same stupid ass questions about this movie already. So I guess for Millie Alcock, this is not the biggest deal in the world. And yes, it was going to go viral for all the wrong reasons. I actually find this very funny. Is it going to damage the movie? I don't think it will. I just find it just very anecdotal that it's just there and it's just part of the unintentional part of the marketing campaign. But something I want to show you folks, and this is courtesy of Google AI, the early reactions for Supergirl. So some people have seen it already, and you've got the usual misfits whose images are being shown alongside Kara's or Elle. Now, the actual early reactions are generally positive, but tonally mixed, with widespread praise for Millie Alcock along some critique regarding a formulaic villain and CGI elements. What about that effing canine? Because we hate that dog already, don't we? Critics frequently describe the Craig Gillespie directed cosmic feature as a grimy, surprisingly emotional space adventure that pivots sharply away from the tone of traditional superhero blockbusters. The key highlights from first reactions, well, again, Alcock's performance is praised. Okay, she brings an excellent blend of vulnerability, humor, and messy, self-destructive grit to a deeply emotional backstory. The Mad Max meets True Grit multiple journalists, including Mike Ryan, and those from Variety. So it's Mad Max's Fury. Oh, sorry, that's Mad Maxine Furiosa Road. That's what they're talking about. So, and again, yeah, the Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron Mad Max film, I liked it back in the day, but upon reflection, I actually probably hate the movie a lot more now, because where the hell is Mad Max in that film? Jason Momoa Lobo, who doing the Limbo, is an intergalactic bounty hunter and is being called an absolute scene stealer. So in other words, Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa, which is no mean feat unto itself. But again, I said years ago that he was the guy to play Lobo in a heavy metal-esque type version of that character, directed by Robert Rodriguez. Can you imagine that? Holy shit, man. That would have been fantastic. But some are saying that, I did see somewhere that the main criticism here is that the main villain, played by Matthew Schnowart, is a weak link. Oh, sorry, you're the weakest link. With critics describing him as bland and underutilized. So it's going to be a Boss Girl film. Well, what a shocker. The visuals and pacing, slow burning first half, and some ugly or unpolished CGI sequences. Comparison to Superman, while it's not perfect, character-driven companion piece to Supes, it doesn't quite carry the same level of grand cinematic resonance as that movie, which does not surprise me in the least. Oh, John Campier, I am tempted to watch this clown's reaction, but you're gonna tell he's gonna love this film because he needs his access to Warner Brothers. And I love you, John, I do, dude, but come on, seriously, if you and I had a talk mano oh mano, what would you actually say to me? Yeah, Kung Fu, I agree with you, man, but I got to sit in front of the camera here and be all Christopher Walken and do my bit for Queen and Country or President and Country. But there you go, folks. I thought this was a very hilarious story, and my genuine reaction is, yeah, it's a little bit overblown, but I find it extremely funny. And of course, whatever superhero or heroine you idolize and you think they've got a bit of queer inside of you, then by all means. But for anything else not queer and very steer, leave a like below, smash that subscribe button, and if you know where that movie quote came from, you're an even better person than I am. And I'll catch you catching me for the return of an Ace Combat 8 video.
Kung Fu Hot Dog, like and subscribe.